Hey everybody, how are you all today? Welcome. Okay. Let's get that and this. All right. How are we all today? Welcome, Void Shadow. Welcome, Rielani. Hey, Ixtoy. How are you? Been chilling. All right. I'm big chilling as well. Today's been a pretty fun little day. Not too bad. Not a whole lot of interesting things. Had a bit of a kerfuffle with AC. We got that taken care of as far as I'm aware. So yeah, everything's doing all right. Okay. Hey Mike, how are you? Okay. So this is the giant storage room that's going to be, I don't know, whenever I get it all situated. I probably don't have enough hoppers, chests, any of that, but I'm trying. Please be patient, I have block syndrome. But it's all good, You're good, okay, you did fuck all today, it was great. But Mike, I thought your summer ended. How are you able to do nothing? Shouldn't you be doing schoolwork and other dumb shit that they make you do? Or wait, whoa. I messed that up. But yeah, aren't you, you know, in one of those forced labor camps they call the child enslavement factory? I could have sworn you were a schoolboy, a school student, a person who has to go to school for a living. God, isn't that terrible? What kind of nightmare must that have been? 3 more minutes until 100. Or 3 more until 100, what? I don't know. You too have block syndrome, I know, Bunny, I know. But you channel your work into something amazing. Oh, don't worry, you're not too late, Poncho Hamster. Welcome. Bunny Bot. Huh. Interesting name, Bunny Bot. Please don't actually be a bot. If you can help it. But so long as you're a person, I'm alright with that. Yeah, you can see you can exploit your schoolwork to the max and still do fuck all day. Yeah, that's kind of the silly paradox of schooling. It really does illustrate that modern schools are just giant fucking daycares. They are absolutely horrible. And they know they're horrible. Like, I don't think there's anybody in the school system that isn't aware of that, you know? I feel bad for you, Mike, I really do. Being forced to participate in that god-awful system. Oh man. I can remember routinely trying to get sick, trying to fake sick, any number of things I could do to get out of going to school way back when. Fucking hated that shit. It was awful. It really was. I don't think there are very many people who've had positive school stories or anything of that nature. I don't know. It's sad, it really is. You have school tomorrow, Bunny? Oh, man. Are you, about to graduate high school? Because if so, I mean, you're at least, you know, you can see a light at the end of the tunnel. Somewhat. Even if it isn't that much of a light, because you still have college after that. I don't know. You got to play Portal all day. It was great. You've still not beaten Portal, Mike? Really? Jeez, dude. Hurry up. I want to be able to discuss it with you. So you've not touched any of the other Half-Life games. Have you, Well, to be fair, they don't really make much of a reference to it. Portal can very much be experienced all by its lonesome. Its connection to the Half-Life universe is very, very, very underplayed. Which makes no sense to me, because I would think the Combine would have invaded GLaDOS' little hidey hole a long time ago. But whatever. I guess they just sort of wanted a faraway little area that was mostly unaffected by Combine occupation. I don't know. I don't think they really cared too much when they wrote the story for Portal. The subtleties and nuances of what was going on outside were mostly irrelevant. It was all about the funny banter with GLaDOS and the cockamamie insanity that Cave Johnson and co. wrought on their facility. Also, is that a little bit loud? There we go. So yeah, hey Hunter Matthias, how are you? You're in the 12th grade, 11th? Okay. Well, hey, that's good. You're at the you're almost at the end. Almost at the end. Congratulations on being almost at the end. At least at some point soon, you won't have to worry about any of it. Maybe. Back in online school, you just gamed. Oh, I know. Isn't that what everybody did? That's what I would have done. If I had been lucky enough to be in school during the pandemic. Or, well, actually, I take that back. I did do that, because I was in school during the pandemic. I forgot about that. I placed blocks using baritone on Space Valk 3. That's what I did most of the time during the earlier parts of the day. And then I would go to work. And that was my overall achievement. And then oh my god, that was the worst. The day I was going to interview my teacher was going to interview me, rather, as part of our final exam. I was in Japanese class. As part of our final, we had to do an oral interview, and participate, ask questions, all that stuff. And one of the first things that happens is I wake up that morning. Jack, there are people at our base. Jack, come on, hurry. Where the fuck are you? Jack, get online. And I'm just like, what's going on? It was the Turks. The fucking Turks found us at like 5 or 6 a.m. And it ruined the entire day. Because like all the while I'm having to get up and do, some last minute preparation for the interview. And like, I'm worried about who's potentially at my base. I don't know anything. It's awful. And so that was the situation. It was terrible. It really was. Okay, I'm gonna convert these all into chests as much as is possible. Okay, so I think the best thing is to just place all the chests as they are. I probably have enough, but I don't know. We'll see. I've had to chop down most of that forest that's that used to be around the base. Okay, where's the... There it is. Perfect. So yeah, it was a harrowing day. It really was. 'Cause like, the dumbass Turks had already posted a thread or two about us on the Reddit, and so by that time I knew the jig was up. And yeah, that was my day that day. But yeah, I at least managed, because see, if that hadn't happened though, if the pandemic and the shutdown and all that hadn't happened, I would not have completed the disc before the Turks found us. Because, like, that's the only reason I was able to get any of that done, is that during the class time where we were, like, reciting things and talking about shit, I was, like, halfway paying attention to what they were, whatever we were supposed to be doing. And then at the other time, I was, like, looking over here to my left, and I was focused on 2B2T, and I was, like, babysitting baritone, forcing it to go back to my chests to get quartz and stuff like that. It was stupid, but it was so much fun. Because, like, you could tell, even though we only had, like, 7 or 8 people in the class. Or actually, no, we may have had more than that. We may have had, like, 10 people. We had a very, very limited number of people because it was a somewhat higher level Japanese class by that time. And so most of the entry-level people had either gotten the 2 years of study that they needed, and it wasn't for their major, so they got the bare minimum and they were gone, or they dropped out of the class. And so there were only maybe 10 people. And so you could just tell, half the class was very obviously distracted. Because people were on their MacBooks, they were on their little crap tops, whatever they had. And myself, I was on my big... No, I wasn't on my gaming PC yet. I didn't have this PC. Good old AMD Ryzen 3900X 12 core. I didn't have this shit. I wouldn't buy this until the end of that year. So yeah, I too was on my crap top at that time, and I was like, you know, whatever. I had 2 of them, 2 crap tops, one of which set up with Zoom and was doing the standard, you know, junk. And I was kind of like halfway paying attention with like half of my textbook open. And then the other half was just like, I'm over here, obviously doing something like this. Like, you could tell. Anybody who knew anything about gaming could immediately tell, these people are not here. They're here, but they're not here. And yeah, that was the pandemic. For about a year, we got that. We got lucky. We got lucky, team. We got lucky. And never again. But hey, it was fun while it lasted. I know. For this final school year, you push yourself to get finished. Oh, I know. Can't believe you have to suffer for a whole year again, but hopefully this is the last. Ah, well, hopefully it is. Universities often way better. Like, for starters, you're not treated like a criminal. Like, you're just absolute filth walking in the door because you have to. Like, they don't frisk you. They don't search you. They aren't, like... You're not locked down. You're able to wear, you know, whatever you want to wear. You're not restricted to some sort of school uniform or some such like that. It was a breath of fresh air. Because, like, the dumbass high school dress code was no more. You'd take classes in accordance to your own personal taste and pace. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to leave this open. And just stuff like that. You could do so much more. Oh, it was great. I miss those days. I really do. Like, where school wasn't just like, oh my god, it's a drain on my mind, my finances, and my life. I don't know. Took it seriously except during class, really. This guy, the only person who didn't cheat on online school. I know, right? Oh. No, you're gonna talk to your teacher about it tomorrow. Oh, all your class stuff, David. Oh man. Algebra 2. Oh man, I feel bad for you. I really do. I don't remember any of that stuff because I took the minimum that I needed. Got up to like algebra. No, I got up to calculus 2. And that was the end of it. That was all I needed for my degree. And I was like, bye. I'm not going to retain any of this. I barely retained what all I did. God, I don't... Ugh, that stuff was a nightmare. I don't ever want to have to do that stuff again. But I'm very happy that I've gotten through most of it. Could be worse. Could be way worse. so this is a gap, this here. Here. Okay, cool. Trying to follow the pattern that I set up before. This is going to be all my item storage. Should be good, honestly. It should be. I should have the ability to store most anything. And I can always, at least until maybe a little bit later on, I could maybe expand this. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Eliran. Oh, hey, welcome. Sometimes you miss the online classes, but then you're reminded to how much you love the fact that touching grass makes you enjoy your life. Yeah, I don't blame you. The fuckery that happened during lockdown, like the Zoom exploits and just the general stupidity, while it makes for really good, fun stories now, oh, I don't think there's anybody who legitimately wants to go back to those days. Just because the sheer amount of, like, devastation it wrought on people's lives, you couldn't think, you know? Like, is this my life now? Do I just have to stay indoors forever and ever and ever? Like, that was a very real problem that a lot of people I know talked about. And, like, there was seemingly no light at the end of the tunnel. I think that was the worst part. Like, I could kind of tell there would have to be a light at the end of the tunnel at some point. But some point could be 5 years down the road. You know? It didn't feel like it was soon enough. It was a nightmare. God, it was a nightmare. I was lucky in that my work was relatively lax. And that we were able to pretty well just kind of keep on keeping on. I actually got really lucky. The boss that I hated, that I ended up quitting that job for, this was the pharmacy job on the retirement campus. The interesting thing about lockdown was that because we were deemed essential, we still, went to work and stuff. But my boss actually had a really clever idea. And it's not just because I didn't like her, but it was genuinely a good idea. She decided to split up the staff. We had maybe 15 people in total. She split up the staff into a day and a night shift, and then just changed everybody's hours, and structured it in such a way that it was so much more peaceful because she was on the night shift and I was on the day shift because of school. And I was like, yeah, I don't have to talk to her. I don't have to be in the same room as her. It was a solid 4 months. It drove her insane. She went nuts. But the rest of us, those of us lucky enough to be on the day shift, oh my God, you want to talk about salvation. It was great. I actually wouldn't mind going back to those days. Although I also don't really want to ever worry about that job again because that woman was a nightmare, but, it is what it is. At the very least, something decent did come out of the lockdown. So I don't know. I know a lot of people didn't really get that lucky, but I guess I did. I don't know. So sorry if you weren't, if you were in a bad way during lockdown. I know there were a lot of trying scenarios. Hey, Gamma Neptune. How are you? Yeah, you're vibing. I'm vibing. We're all vibing. It's a vibrating kind of night. Just a reminder, the pandemic lasted almost 2 years. Yeah, well, that's kind of par for the course. I remember seeing a lot of articles being brought up from the... it was this great pandemic that occurred in the 1920s. Right before the Great Depression. It was, what was it? Spanish flu. That was it. The Spanish flu. There were a lot of similar attitudes and practices that went into effect during the Spanish flu. And there were a lot of articles and things, resources that you could draw from that were written at about that time. Oh shit. I forgot Styx messed with Schematica. Anyway, and so it seemed that the Spanish flu really lasted a good 2.5 years before it really just died out. People forgot about it. Life moved on. and things went back to normal. Like, for the longest time, who remembers not being able to say COVID or COVID-19 or anything like that on YouTube? And everybody was deathly afraid of saying that word for fear of getting demonetized or anything like that. But now, it's really not that big of a deal. It's lost a lot of its significance, and rightly so. And I can only hope that it stays that way. Get out of here, little zombie boy. Give me my log back. It's my chocolate log, not yours. Oh my god, what is this, a children's convention? Damn it, I hate how hard they are to hit. Oh great, now a parent has come to chaperone. God damn, those things are annoying. I think zombies are very quickly becoming the most annoying mob to just perpetually have to deal with, because they're always spawning, you know? I don't think zombies will realistically be power crept in terms of annoyance. I don't know, I could be wrong. Anyway, what's up? Hey, someone else. It's been a while. Where have you been, man? Hey, Ranlin, I'm chunk duping? No, I'm not. What do you mean chunk duping? What makes you think I was chunk duping? Barely anyone reports their cases because of all the home testing. Well, that and the fact that I think everybody's kind of tired. They don't want to hear about it anymore, you know? And I don't blame them. I don't. I think COVID has been defanged enough that people are not that worried about it. Not like they used to be. There were a lot of people who were deathly afraid of it about a year and a half ago, but that number has fallen off. And there are the nuts who are always afraid of anything, including their own shadows, but they're by and large irrelevant. No matter how hard they scream, they'll likely never be a force to be reckoned with. Not like they used to be. Jack, thoughts on Pompeii? The city? It was a pretty cool place. Oh, actually, funny enough, there was a 4chan post many years ago that I saw on graffiti found in Pompeii. And they translated it, I think it was Latin. Was Pompeii a Latin city or was it a Greek city? It was Latin, right? They were Roman. Yeah, they were Roman because Pompeii was destroyed during the reign of who was that? Augustus? Something like that. Yeah, that was 70 AD or something like. Yeah, okay, that makes sense now. So yeah, there was street graffiti and stuff, a bunch of it, on all sorts of walls in different places. And throughout the excavation process of Pompeii, they were, very like a little mysterious, a little, uncertain at first, but obviously over time people translated it and found out. And somebody made a 4chan post many years ago showing off all of these things. I forget what board it was on. And it was really cool because, goddamn, if not for the fact that it was in Latin and in an obviously blown... Oh my fucking god, that scared me. Where the hell did he come from? Startled the shit out of me. Anyway, goddamn creeper, I was in the middle of a story, you rude little turd. So yeah, if it not for the fact that it was in a blown out, dead Latin city, and all the graffiti was written in Latin, you could mistake it for modern day bullshit. And by that I mean like, so-and-so was here. Like, how many people have seen on just a sign on 2B2T, so-and-so was here on date? So-and-so fucked your mother. There was other weird, like, obviously more high-brow type things, but more... Not that they were, like, intelligent or intellectual, but more of a creative insult. People were very creative with insults back then. I get the feeling people put a lot of effort into things like that. And it just, like... God, it was so funny. Like, seeing all the things that people were shitposting. And that's the thing. I've seen some flavor of shitpost on 4chan itself years and years and years, you know, just through the course of general internet roaming. And it was like reminiscent of some of this Pompeii graffiti. It was like along the same lines. And it just, that when I saw that, it really occurred to me that the art of shitposting is an ancient one. And that people are not really that different from how they were several thousand years ago during the height of Pompeii. Or, you know, really at any time. I don't think people are going to be that different for thousands more years. Like, it's going to take a long, long ass time before evolution and natural division, or natural diversion genetically is really going to like take over. It will eventually, just because that's how genetics works. But like, by and large, human behavior is pretty well the same. The name of the game has not changed. That's what I learned from that, and it was really dope. Ow. Ow. Haha, I dodged it. Haha, I dodged it. Ow. Anyway, and so it just really kind of makes you wonder, like, obviously in a digital setting, most stuff doesn't last. But what will last? What will end up being fossilized and or preserved in such a way that anthropologists of 1,000+ years from the future can say, wow, people back then sure knew how to shitpost? Like, I don't know. I feel like we don't have that kind of a legacy. We don't have the scrawlings on a blown out building covered in molten ash from 1,000, 2,000 years ago that people will go back and look at and go, wow, people really were just as shitposty then as they are today. What will be our Pompeii, you know? That was an interesting find way back when. It's probably been 10+ years since I saw that post. It was at a time where 4chan was more high end, I guess. Like, people didn't take it so damn seriously, and like, it was cool. It wasn't a shit show that it is today. It wasn't a constant, you know, call for this or that. It was like, actually, oh, piss off. Cool things did actually happen. It was before the Shia LaBeouf. Well before the Shia LaBeouf stuff. I feel like that's around the time 4chan really went off the deep end. Even though the Shia LaBeouf stuff was really funny, it was like, that was a turning point, you know? Things were never going to be the same ever again. So I don't know. New creeper variant? Maybe. We'll see. Oh, hey, Chase Krong, how are you? So you've seen the skeletons with just arms? What do you mean, just arms? Like no bow in their hands? Something else? Never heard me discuss that on stream? Really? Oh, the Pompeii thing. I see what you mean. You started 79 AD, yeah. Okay, yeah, that rings a bell. We've seen another variant of zombie skeleton spider. I guess we do need a creeper variant. They promised that a long time ago that we would get something like that. It never happened. Never manifested. Really sad, too, because creepers, they're so iconic, you know? I feel like not giving us more creeper variants is a bit of a waste of potential. Okay. There we go. Oh, I can't wait to have all this organized. It's gonna be so nice. I can just dump shit into a chest and it'll all get auto-sorted. Meow. Okay. So we got that. Let's turn everything into chests for just the moment so that I've got a good idea as to... Okay, this should be enough chests now to finish off that last row, I think. Ah. Now then, that makes sense with people being the same people or people, so why should that be? Yeah, good point. It's gonna take a long time for human behavior to really, like, drastically change. And I have a feeling technology will play a large role in it. And technology is still very new. So, like, it hasn't been enough time, basically, for technology to, like, really change how we view and mess with each other. I don't know. Your family's saying for me, most people tend to hate B, Pol, and R9K since they're so bad, although they haven't been there since about 2016. Well, 4chan as a whole was always kind of like racy in places. But it did have its really interesting moments, even on the aforementioned hated boards. There were times where cool shit could happen. But things are so political nowadays, that's just not... It isn't going to ever be like it was. That's just all there is to it. The days of yore are gone, and that's just how we are. We'll have to accept that and move on with our lives, I guess. I don't know. Only creeper variants ever get are charge creepers. We do have charge creepers, yeah, I suppose, but... I don't know, like a desert creeper or a cobblestone creeper, something like that. Stone creeper for caves, yeah. You visited a cave before and hundreds of people ruined it by carving their names into its walls and posted it on Reddit a long time ago. People are dumb enough to think it was ancient. Jesus, that's hilarious. Oh well. Never gonna give, never gonna give, never gonna give, made into a commercial? I don't know. Other boards are just really another internet forum. Kind of, but it all definitely has a lot of overlap. I didn't get the song reference? Oh, I'm sorry. WHT. I don't like that they are aiming for fucking tech-only cars. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. The inability to own your own car and go wherever you want. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing, I warn you. Creeper's so iconic that's the reason they won't want to make a new variant. Oh, no, it would be well received. It would be. It's a smart decision if it's not fucked up. If they know how to do it right, it'll be fine. If they don't, well, yeah, it'll be a debacle. But I don't know. Mojang needs a win right now. Jack advises if you want to use 4chan, you shouldn't post. Just lurk around. Yeah, exactly. Just lurk. That's all you got to do. You don't got to be part of it. Just lurk. That's the best way to enjoy it, in my opinion. Okay. That's probably good enough. Let's get some hoppers up in this biatch. Okay, so there was a section in here that I ran out. Where was that? Ah, right here. And here. But anyway, the spots you'd like to hang out with that are actual intellectuals, the film board and the music board. Yeah, those have been least corrupted by like the general new vibe. It's kind of silly. There are a lot of people who go to 4chan expecting like the worst of the worst, and so they go there to rile people up. And it ruins the general gist of how you were supposed to enjoy 4chan years ago. Nowadays it doesn't matter. Too many idiots are there. So you can't and really kind of shouldn't go to the really popular places. The places that have a reputation. So the music board, like the film board, the literature board, those places have a somewhat decent reputation. Though even they kind of wear on you after a while. I don't know. It really is just like, good luck. You may or may not find something decent. I don't know. Music was an interesting place. Yeah, once upon a time. I've decided to use it. Maybe you'll try it out. Okay. But remember that texture pack where they made the creeper camouflage in every biome? Oh, that would be so sweet. Have that as a base feature in the game. A savanna-looking creeper that's like almost the consistency of dried hay. That would be cool. Why can't we have nice things? Such is life. Okay, I'm probably not going to have enough, but we'll see. Fuck it. A few spare hoppers is not the end of the world. There we go. That'll take care of everything, I think. Although I am actually going to need to make more hoppers for, like, the ice and all of that. There are lots of little bits of ice that I'm going to need. Oh yeah, I'm going to need an item sorter on every single one of these bits. Although I think I can do it without too much trouble. Anyway, how bad are they? I don't really know. I don't hang out on Mew. Should be stronger than in modern day Minecraft. They're meant to be a force to be reckoned with. Oh. Who was Assassin Raptor? I never really knew him. He's just some dude who played 2B2T. He had a bunch of aces. Hung out with Pop Bob a little bit. That's about all I know. He was one of the people Pop Bob stabbed in the back with his illegal items plugin. He was in on the illegal backdoor for a time. Pretty sure he just got tired of 2B2T and moved on like everybody else. At a certain point, they all did that. Holy shit, this is still not enough hoppers. Oh my god. I've still got an entire about a row and a half left to go. Good grief. Good thing I farmed up all this wood. It's a good thing I have an iron farm too. Can I just say that that is so dope to look up and see? It shrouds this whole platform in shadow. Okay, so we got that. This might be enough to finish off what I'm doing. I don't know. Creeper boss that can throw little TNTs at you. No, that's a little too silly. Ah. There's a general tech board, a science board, a math board. Yeah, there's a board for just about every topic you can imagine. That was kind of the draw of 4chan. You would always have some outlet for, like, just some form of discussion, if you so wished. And then it sort of assimilated its own culture. I don't know, assimilated its own attitude. It really blossomed into a monster. Really makes you wonder how a 4chan in another culture would have ended up evolving. There we go. Okay, I got it all. Now, will I have enough hoppers? Probably not. Oh, son of a bitch. Let me out. Oh. Missed one. Okay, so I'm gonna make the mechanism that sorts out and shifts all the items around. I'm gonna make that up here. Oh great, I'm out of wood. This has been the most wood-consuming project I think I've ever done. I don't think I've ever needed this much raw material. Oh, hey, Muhammad, how are you? What the fuck did I get so many beacons? Sam, I went on a beacon kill or a wither skeleton killing spree a long time ago. I've got to dislodge this dude here. Or kill him, whichever. I hate it when they get caught in the wall. I wish there was like an effective means of always preventing that. Oh well. So yeah, off to chop more trees, because there's literally no better way to get wood. Ah, well. Oh. All those dark oaks I planted have grown. Nice. Anyway, the real antagonist is Housemaster. Of what? 2B2T or something else? I don't know why, but I always thought Tristan was the actual antagonist of the server. Yeah, kind of. But not entirely. It's really kind of like a revolving door of who's whose. Sometimes it's one person, sometimes it's an entire group, others it's the usual suspects. It just depends. Making chests and mass is super annoying, yes. But in this case, I'm not having to just make chests, I have to make hoppers too. Because I swear there's no better, more effective method of item transport. It really is just like hoppers or bust. Oh, I should grow some spruces. I should be using spruce trees in addition. Because the big spruces give off like 3 or 4 stacks of logs per tree. What do I think about your profile pic? I don't know what that is, sorry. I don't know who that is, I don't know what it is, I can't tell, it's too tiny. So, sorry, Mohammed, I don't know. I don't know what kind of profile pic you have. And even if you explained it to me, unless I know the person in question, I think it's a person, I couldn't really tell you. Hey, MH, how are you? Welcome. Could look at it as they try to backdoor the server, yeah. There are a bunch of antagonists, definitely. Nobody on 2B2T is, like, above becoming an antagonist, basically. Anyone and everybody has it in them to be that way. It's really quite something. It's the only server where people can be friends and then enemies in such a short span, sometimes. Okay, I want to deforest this area too. So I may just stop replanting. Because when I make this place look all ugly and destroyed, to help, you know, bolster the idea of the tower being this alien artifact or this alien monstrosity that's just like reigns supreme over the land, you know. To help push that narrative, it's got to be, the land has to be decimated. Oh. Ah. Now then, doing great. Ah, I'm glad to hear it. There we go. Oh, I just suddenly realized this is a, Oh wait, no it's not. It's diorite. My bad, I thought it was a geode. Which was the biggest betrayal moments in the server? Ooh. Number 5, when Tristan talked to Pop Bob to place the final bed chain. Number 4, when Pyrobite left everybody and everything and went complete radio silent. Number 3, when Pop Bob created the illegal items plugin to ensure that illegal items couldn't be used against him. Number 2, when probably one of the incursions when Jared was like part of it, and then Jared just kind of started turning against everybody. I think it was the 3rd incursion. And lastly, number 1, the most betrayalist betrayals of all betrayals, when FitMC became the bad guy. He stopped portraying the server as what it was and started, you know, became FitMC the content creator, basically. It was a subtle betrayal, one that nobody really saw coming. And, well, by the time it had already happened, it was too late. Yeah, those are the top 5 betrayals in 2B2T history. So, I don't know. Your mileage may vary on which ones are more serious than others, but I'd like to think that it's somewhere in those lines. That's kind of the gist of it. When House removed heads in Elytra, that was not actually a betrayal. That was perfectly within Housemaster's, George Bush, whoever's owning the server. That was totally within character. That is not even slightly a betrayal. That is perfectly in line with established everything. If you thought for a second that when entity speed was patched and all the good stuff was patched, like the heads, illegal items of that, you people were just from the Russia war. You just didn't know because you hadn't been around long enough. But in the case of like the illegal items plugin or Jared tried to turn over a new leaf right before the third incursion. That's the thing. Like, he was openly stating, yeah, I'm turning a new leaf over, guys. I'm trying to be a different me. You can all immediately, of course, guess how well that went over. And it's just like, I knew it wouldn't work, so I wasn't like phased by it, because I knew it was Jared. Like, he wasn't gonna change. With Tristan, I kind of saw it coming simply because he'd already been acting very sus with Clyde. He'd already caused the downfall of a few other bases simply because he was careless. He was like very petty about some things. That's the thing, Tristan had a petty streak. I think he still does. It just was like, obviously... Yeah, Fit lived long enough to be the enemy, you're right. Fit was the one that I don't think anyone could have seen coming, because Fit was on our side for a while there. It seemed like he was doing the right thing by setting the record straight, by, you know, actually showing the server in its entirety to everybody. Pulling no punches. And then slowly he just became who he is now. And he's still a good guy. I still like him. He's just not good for 2B2T. Oh well. What can you do? The thing is, sometimes the path of a traitor is not an intentional one. And with Fit, I don't think it was an intentional one. He didn't mean to, like, make everybody super, you know, ass mad about, well, about everything, really. And he's tried to get everything as right as he can, but, like, it's not realistic to assume you're going to get every bit of an event correct. Like, the most accurate video Fit has made to date was his Aureus video, Saturday. Because that was just an event created by a group of people who were all, for the most part, very, you know, nice, amicable people who got together, did a project, showed it off, and then that was the end of it. And then it came to its natural conclusion. And so there's no narrative, there's nothing to spin, there's no subterfuge, there's no, nothing to be gained here. No reason to make everything overly dramatic. It's a heartfelt, heartwarming type story. And those are far better in general. Like, it's very difficult to find something wrong with a story like that, you know? Like, it's like with the mainstream media, as inflammatory and as nasty as they can be. Like, you don't really mind hearing about somebody saving a dog from a burning building. Like, who's really gonna take umbrage with that, you know? And that's kind of like the most recent video Fit did. It's a similar sort of style. Like, they rebuilt Aureus for them. Oh, that's so nice. Like, what are you gonna do? Get pissed at that? Like, oh fuck. Ugh, zombies. Die, zombie. But yeah, it's not the sort of thing you can really change or do anything about per se. So nobody's really, like, upset. And if that's the type of video Fit made predominantly, I don't think anybody would see him as a bad guy or as someone they don't like. But the problem is, this is 2B2T. Where on earth are you going to get stories like that every other week? And the answer is, you won't. This is 2B2T. Good, fun, you know, fuzzy, warm, happy stories like that don't hardly ever happen. Hey, Universe, and how are you? Always amazed that Jared from Subway still plays 2B2T from jail. Oh, I know. You think Jared from Subway has lost weight again? Because he was really packing on the pounds before they found out he was a PETA. PDO. A PDF file. Oh, he was a PDF file. Holy shit, that's a really fun way to refer to it. I keyed. Okay. Yowza. I am hurting for iron. Okay, I wanted to go ahead and make all that into cyan, just because I'm tired of looking at it. Yikes, I'm just gonna have to wait for more iron to get processed. There's no substitute for it. I mean, I could go down to the mine and start mining up more. I don't know. But I think I've got enough wood. Finally, I have enough wood to last every morning. All the wood from every morning I've ever had. Finally. Anyway, making family-friendly content for 2B2T for 12-year-olds is like trying to make porn up. I know, right? It's a bit of a tall ask, I'm not gonna lie. I will commend Fit for trying, because, you know, you can criticize all day long, but if you've never tried yourself, yeah, like, but the very idea is just so silly. Like, why would you bother? Why would you do that? So, I don't know. It just, ugh. It's also very unfortunate. Okay, time to convert. Convert these sinning terracottas into cyan terracottas. Well, I guess I'll have to place more terracotta now because I've got more. Okay, well, I kind of converted most of it. Shit. Well, since I'm kind of out of iron, I'm just gonna go mine some. That cave has plenty. I should go tap that out first before I complain too hard. It's like 56 is fine, but I'm gonna need more than that. Where the hell are my sticks? Now then. You missed it. What was the part of the build with the chests and the hoppers? That's the item sorter. That is where I'm going to put all the good stuff. Ooh, iron. I'm desperate for iron for hoppers. So you know. Desperate slimes call for desperate measures. Ooh. I love that these generate in the world now. Raw blocks of ore. It's so cool. They should do that for gold. But then again, maybe not. I don't know. One of the reasons I can't really, like, use a lot of gold right now is because I don't have an adequate means of getting all of that stuff sorted. I don't have a central place I can put it all. So I've got to solve that problem. I'm also happy they added these large veins. These always feel more natural to like how an actual ore vein is. It's always sort of banded or like stray deposits here or there that are like low concentration, but that over so many square feet of soil or rock or material, you end up getting, you know, so much iron overall. Something like that, I don't know. Oh, baby, give it all to me. I need several stacks. And in the meanwhile, my iron farm is running. So that'll help kind of make up the deficit on both ends. I don't know. We shall see. Wait a sec, have I? Have I been in this cave before? I know the Great Iron Vein over that way also ran toward a cave. I wonder if that's the same cave. Because Tubies is a rare place, like 2010 4chan was a unique place, but how are you going to tell that to a normie? Oh, I know, right? Yeah, that's the problem with normies. They always are quick to flock to things they don't understand, and in doing so, they dilute that thing so badly that it ends up destroying it. And the next thing you know, you wonder where everything went wrong. Why did it all go bad? Am I so out of touch? Am I so wrong? No, it's the normies who are wrong. And no matter how true that may be, it doesn't end up mattering. You still get wrecked. Time comes for us all. Ooh, iron. Gold. Although I don't actually need gold at the moment. Big sad. And somehow he never lost his channel. Oh yeah. Somehow Fit has never, like, absolutely lost a shirt, because the 2B2T stuff will almost always, I guarantee you, remain popular. Because it's like a unicorn. It's a wild, strange, and almost otherworldly place that, if you have the right guide with the right demeanor, and I hate to say it, Fit is that guy, the right guide, the right voice, the right demeanor, the right everything, he can make it accessible. And as long as he can do that, he will forever remain a large channel. You know, it is what it is. Like you said, he has to pay his bills and all that. Yeah, I'm curious to see how everything will be in 2 to 5 years too. That'd be interesting. I'm sure he'll, like, slowly try to make inroads toward other content avenues, but, like, I guarantee you 2B2T is always going to be on his plate in some fashion. And there's no helping that. There's no real changing that, because it is in his blood as much as it is in mine. I just decided to put an end to it because it was a dying farce compared to how it used to be. god, how big is this vein? Oh man, this is gonna get out of hand. I just know it. Come on. There we go. Are you doing stuff today, but you're still streaming, I guess? Oh, yeah. Do you need me to, oh, wait. Hold on a sec. Okay, never mind. Do you need me to, like, help you, Andrew? Or is there anything I can do, even? Okay, that's just a wall of tough and not part of this. The vein. That is what 2v2 players hate, something popular. Well, I think it was more of an uprooting and destruction of 2v2t culture. That really, like, did it for most of us. It just never quite was the same. And it feels like 2v2t has been held back on purpose to the point where it's been so detrimental. I genuinely don't think there's any going back. Maybe one day we'll... I don't know. Who the hell knows? I can't give you a reason or a good explanation. Oh wow. Decent little chunk of diamond. It's almost a full suit. I'd be more excited if diamonds were actually valuable. Real shame that they diluted the power of diamonds the way that they did. Get the feeling there's more vein. Oh, never mind. It all empties out into the great chasm. I got a few stacks here. That's at least a start. Oh, it's a donut. Damn, I guess that's the end of it. Ah, well. You'll be back in a bit? Okay. Take care, Riolani. Come back in a bit. Nope. Okay, good. You're just running a background process. 30 minutes. Okay. Good to hear. GBG's not at extreme anymore. It isn't even so much how extreme it is as much as it is we had no cohesion. We lost all that cohesion we had from 2015. Partly because of Tristan and company, and partly because of the Camping Rusher. Whatever chance we would have had to recover that had basically been blown to smithereens by Camping Rusher. So, like, it was a 1-2 punch. A double whammy of dumbassery and devastation. And well, that's just the way it is. Maybe one day a new 2B2T can rise. I don't know what sort of background it'll have, or what game it'll be in. It probably won't ever be in Minecraft again, especially not with chat reporting. So who knows? Who's to say? Oh man. If you could go back in time and tell yourself in the past. You know, do one thing or enjoy this thing while it lasts because it will be gone before you know it. Yeah, I would definitely tell my past self to be as meticulous about cataloging and like everything. Just like anything about 2B2T, just be super up on it because it will not be here tomorrow. Fuck. Wrong way. Well, oh wait, no, he didn't blow up my torches. Good. I thought for sure that creeper did. Okay, I'm almost done with the iron extracting. Okay, this should see me make at least a stack of hoppers, if not a little bit more. So that'll help things. Well, as I run my quarry forward, I'm going to hit this area. Ooh. That's a straight drop. Haha, they hit each other. Ow. Come on, come down here. I dare you. Don't you want to come down here and rape me? Both of you. No? Damn. Ow, my butt. Don't shoot me. Oh wow, he had iron armor. What did he have on him? Prot 2 iron armor. Wow. That's kind of strong for a run-of-the-mill spawn. I kind of wonder if that's going to become a norm of sorts. There's a little more diamond. Yeah, I haven't gone caving, like really seriously caving, since like the early days of this series. Ah, fuck it. I'm good. There's just something, like, relaxing about going and caving. Okay. No more stuff. Whoa. The world didn't load in. Wild. Anyway. If it updates and good builders do their thing, it'd be dope. Yeah, it would be. But I doubt it. At this point, I just doubt it. For some reason, I just don't think there's going to be an update now. Like, I don't know why. The attitude House seems to have is just total obliviousness. you know? I don't feel like there's any meaningful progress that can ever be made now. And I don't even know why. I couldn't tell you why it's so stagnant. But it is. And as a result, I have no reason to go and join it. Oh, why did I keep that on me? I don't want this. Oh well. I mean, it would be nice if someone would like slap some sense into Housemaster or whoever the fuck it is that's running the server. I keep saying Housemaster, but I know that it ain't him. I don't know. I just feel like there's nothing's gonna change. Don't get your hopes up. That just feels like the right reaction, you know? If your hopes are riding on House updating the server, you are a fool. It ain't gonna happen. Okay. With this much, I think I can at least make a few more hoppers while that stuff cooks. Ah. George W. Bush is running 2BTT. Seems to be, but I don't know. There are a fair few number of people running 2B2T, apparently. It's not one admin, it's many. But who it is, what that entails, any, details are, like, non-existent. House is not losing money, so why upgrade? Yeah, that right there, like, even though that's the only real explanation I've heard, it's the only explanation that makes any sense. There's no care or concern for the player. Like, there's no loyalty either, and so if the server caught on fire tomorrow, other than that being, a problem, because that's his meal ticket, if it all went up in smoke and there was just no way to monetize 2B2T ever again, yeah, what would he care? Why would House have to change anything about himself? There's no incentive to make things better. Which is silly, because you would think if he updated, there would be enough people around who would be like, yeah, I'll join back. Why not? I won't be one of them. But hey, 'tis what it is. I kind of wish it would just die so that it wouldn't be lingering on my mind anymore. Because, like, the possibility of it updating has kind of always been out there, just lingering in the background, And it's like, that would be awesome, but at the same time, I've given up on it. It's a real shame, too. Okay, so at this point I can pretty well count up the number of hoppers I'm going to need. If I can get the fuck back up there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. God. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3. I think I counted that one. Probably gonna need another stack. I have a feeling. Well, I'll worry about that when I have the iron. What's my comment on the Chinese version of Minecraft? I only saw like one little blurb video about how it has its own custom stuff. I know that it's very predatory in how it, it's a lot like a bedrock version, and how you have like the marketplace and all that. But I don't know. That's not the way Minecraft's going to be going forward, I hope. If it is, I'm just going to stick to Java and mods. And if they halt Java production at some point, oh well. I will have considered my time in Minecraft to have been, pretty good. I got to see it at its height, at its peak. Could be worse. I could be a fool who doesn't know any better and would pay money for the stupid mods running around. There are a lot of them. Most of those mods are not worth your time. I know there's a lot of predatory practices on Bedrock as it is. That's another thing. Okay, where did I start? Or where did I leave off, rather? Look like right here? So yeah, it just doesn't sit right with me that Minecraft has been turned into the thing that it's slowly turning into. But on the bright side, I don't think they can ever truly sandbag Java. Like, they can cause problems, certainly. But I still think there's enough of a strong enough community that Mojang and Microsoft aren't going to be able to fuck everything up the way they have. For everybody. They can make the lives of the Bedrock players hell. But they can't make my life hell. And at the end of the day, that's really what I'm more concerned about. Because, like, with the chat reporting system, like, we're just not using that version. So the fan server, for example, that'll be 1.19. But not 19.1. So that will never be a possibility, at least that I know of. And I'm sure they'll do whatever they can, whatever scummy tactics they can, to force people from Java to Bedrock. I know they're probably, much like with the accounting, or the account migration, they're probably going to make it impossible to play the game in some fashion if you don't have such an account, or such a thing. I don't know. 8, so we just need 7 more. Okay. That's manageable. I wouldn't put it past them to try something scummy, but I also don't think it can truly matter in the end. These developers are highly incompetent, if you've not already noticed that. So exploits, flaws, oversight, that's all very real. I mean, the fact that you could generate your own fake reports up until very, very recently, like that right there just kind of tells you all you need to know. It's unlikely that this is, you know, the end of the world. Who knows? Minecraft may have to just go underground for a while. Okay. Cool. Okay, it all looks good. At least so far, what I'm seeing. Okay. I don't want to divert items up here quite yet. I'm going to need another layer of hoppers. I already know that. That's the reception hoppers. The hoppers that'll actually suck up the items. Luckily, I prepped for this day. Wow, that doesn't make hardly any at all. But I do want the blue ice because slippery. Well, we may be going and mining some packed ice real short then. Oh shit, I had hoppers in here the whole time. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so for now, everything is good on that front. I'll go get the packed ice here in a moment. Oh my god, let me the fuck up. I need to make a ladder. Some sort of a system to easily allow me access up and down. Okay, I'm gonna put just regular slabs, I guess, over the hoppers. And that will be how I determine how many. Oh, I should also... There it is. Make the channel itself that's gonna, like, divert everything. So, for example, when all the items come up this central shaft here, these are all bubble columns, of course. And so the very first thing I'm going to need is a way to get it onto this level. Okay. Should I spiral outward or inward? I think outward is probably better. Yeah, outward is probably best. Okay. So items will come in here. They'll be in a glass thing so they don't fly off. I want a dispenser so that they can get shot out. I am actually going to need another lever, or another hopper. This will be the item catch. There we go. Okay, and so I'm going to put a source of water here, and it'll be flowing off this way. Actually, maybe I should make this up one block higher. Yeah, I think that's best. Anyway. Can't wait to do some trolling in the Metaverse. Oh man, Metaverse. Oh. I've never seen something so soullessly awful. And people pretend that it's A-okay. Just the people pretending Metaverse is A-okay need to be hung for like crimes against humanity or something. Like, what on earth is Mark Zuckerberg thinking? And why didn't they do what the normal business, you know, shark business type stuff people do? Why didn't they just acquire an already established place? Like, buy them out for millions or billions of dollars? Why didn't they just do that? Why didn't they just buy VR chat or something? It makes no sense. But hey, whatever. It's not my money. I don't give a shit. They want to waste millions and millions of dollars on a fucking goose egg. Go right ahead. Okay, so I'm going to put water there. Water flows out this way. Dispenser here. And then I guess actually the thing goes this way. Oh wait, no, it's got to be higher. Shit. Because it's got to be on this level that the ice is flowing. I'm going to have to make this even taller. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the heads of some of the people making these projects happen. I have a feeling there's a sort of they're doing the bare minimum, and it's not like it doesn't matter, you know? Like they want this dumbass thing, and so their engineers are like just barely making it happen. And like it doesn't matter to them because they're drawing a paycheck. So what's it to them, you know? They don't care if Metaverse is a flop or not. They're getting paid anyway because they work for fucking Facebook. So yeah, I get the feeling it's not necessarily an we did it bad because we don't know how to do it good. It's more of a the people who made this don't actually care, and it's up to those who are kind of just stuck holding the bag, if you will. This goose egg is theirs to mess with. They don't have to. The people making this don't actually have to give a shit. In which case, if that's the case, I'm laughing. That's great. I would love very much for that to be the case. They'll advertise it like it's Ready Player One, but in reality it's Black Mirror Episode 2. Oh, but yeah. You're going to use Metaverse just to troll since Microsoft removed that feature from Minecraft. Metaverse will not take off. Universon is right. It's going to be shelved at some point and will likely just fade into obscurity. It may not be forgotten because of how much of an absolute fuckery it ended up being, but you know. for now, I could see it just sort of being quietly shoved off to the side, and people are just like, what's that, Metaverse? I never heard of that. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you mean. Meta what now? And yeah. 'Tis a good shit show. I genuinely don't see this farce going on forever. Just because at a certain point they're going to be like, okay, we can't push this. Nobody's going to bite. So who knows? Who the fuck knows? Okay, for this... Oh, I've not left myself enough room. Because, like, if I put another hopper here, right? Well, let's just pretend there's a hopper there. So I need it to be reading off of this. Yeah, shit. I should have made it a slotted style, like I had in Anarchy Skyblock. All the Metaverse is right now is Zoom with me characters. Yeah, it seems like that. Huh. I'm not going to have any room for redstone. Which is the whole point. Well, actually... Well, no, if I bump it up, would I have enough room, like, right here? I could wait until I have enough iron to make several more hopper levels, and so raise it up like 5 blocks, and then make it a 1 tile long hopper reader that sorts all the items, basically. Because like you need a way to power and read from the hopper itself. I mean, that could work. It'd be really big, but it could work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that if I want to maintain this style. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to raise it up. There's no alternative. Oh, whoops. Yeah, this is the problem with lack of planning for aesthetic building. You don't have to plan all that much at all. But for lack of planning for like redstone, you really can't get away with that. You have to plan. Because redstone is so finicky and space consuming. It takes up so much space, you have to. Okay, I'm just gonna cap all these off for now. don't have to worry too much about him. Okay, cool. Now, can Matt defeat Thanos? I'm not sure what you mean. What's that a reference to? Jack did an oopsie. Yeah, I know, but oh well. Matt from Wii Sports. Ah, okay. Maybe. I have no clue, man. You're asking me? I mean, at this point, I just assume most fictional characters are all so OP that them defeating each other is just kind of a given at this point. It doesn't feel real half the time. So, like, there are no stakes, so I don't care. Like, if so-and-so defeats Thanos, what do I give a shit for? Like, a giant purple man doesn't exist in any sort of meaningful way to me. So I can't really, like, find it within myself to care, basically. Like, I'm all for alien-looking characters, but, like, I see why they're made humanoid. And Thanos is humanoid enough, obviously, but... ah, shit. If I could just reach that uppermost ledge. Oh! 3 hoppers not there. Okay. And here I thought I'd gotten all of them. There we go. Sections that should have hoppers. Easy to miss, I guess. Okay. Now then, what now? Download the ROM and say for that. What? What are you talking about, Mike? I feel like whenever I get sufficiently distracted with what I'm building or doing, You all go off on some weird-ass tangent that I have the hardest time catching back up to. I will soak your server. What? Autistic ramblings don't mind. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I have no alternative but to believe that. Very rambly, very autistic. Much ramble, very autist. Some of you get into like the weirdest flexing contests I've ever seen. Or heard, as the case may be. You know what? If you delete the internet, I will give you mad respect for life. Haha. What version will the server be? 1.19.0. It will be 1.19. A lot of stuff is up to date for that. That's why we chose that version. I personally didn't want that, but like Andrew understood stuff more about server, you know, running better than I did, and I figured I trust him. And it's before the chat reporting feature is implemented, so it's really not that big of a deal. So yeah, that's it. Yes, okay, so we got all that. Alright, cool. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and cut this into slabs as well. Okay. There's that. I'm going to need to make a lot of repeaters and comparators. I don't even have a single one. Oh shit, I'm gonna need item quartz for the first time ever. Lots of it too. Okay, that's everything as far as I can tell. Okay, so the dispenser where the items come up, I can decide where that'll be later. Okay, so let's assume that much space. Although that may even be still too little. Okay, so this is where the ice will run, so that will be the channel running that way. Okay, so that will be a hopper. This will be the hopper that gets read. Oh, I don't have a comparator. Why don't I have those in my redstone box? Oh no, they are having a battle in midair. All over little old me. Quite funny, really. Okay, I think this is everything I need. Pop-Up is gonna backdoor the server. Oh no. No, he won't. He will not be allowed on the server. It's better to take no risk of the chat reporting at all. Yeah, exactly. Actually, I think this needs to be a full block. Oh, wait. Oh, piss. I'm gonna need to look at it. I'm just gonna need to look at it. Ooh, this is one. Well. Cause corruption. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want to fuck that up, so I'm gonna quickly swap over to 1.19.1 and take a screenshot. Just because it's not a wise idea. We've already shut down the realm where that was from, so I don't want to damage that world download. Feels very silly to do that without good cause. I can't see that well, Universon. Come on, Minecraft. The fuck are you doing? Okay, so that's flat. 1.19. 19.1. Okay. What the? Do we have another? Oh, another piece of backroom stuff dropped. Okay, wow, that's interesting. I'll have to go see what that is in a second. Yeah, it just dropped, Mike. I know. I got the ting and everything. Okay. Adventure now. Very interesting to see something like that out of the blue, but you know, whatever. Here we are. This is what I needed to see. So it's about 3 blocks tall. It should be usable, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Get another shot right there. Open that up. And that's that. Okay, now to swap back to 1.18. Sorry for the black screen and all that. Okay, so now I've got a good screenshot of it. How many people join the server? I don't know how many will join, but there's going to be a hard player limit of 30 for a while, and there will be a queue. I hate to say. Cane Pixels is cooler. Okay, well, take care, Amiya. I'm probably going to shut down the server, or the stream here in a bit. I want to, like, make a demo build of this real fast. Just so that I can check and see if this is even going to be worth it or not. 3. Okay, so if instead I knock this up 1 block and put that there. Okay, so that will be comparator. That reads that. And then according to this, it was T-shaped. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter if it's this. Ooh. That might conflict. Yeah, with the overlapping here, it may conflict. Because it's not 2 blocks. Come on, come on. Okay, so it's right there. Yeah, I think this is gonna conflict just a little too much. Because, like, I can make it like this, but then this interferes. So, like, there's no good way to read for both. It's in the way, each other's way right here. Yikes. I hate this. Shit. I thought for sure I could cram it all in. But I guess that just... It was because I wasn't thinking about how it needs to go in there. Which is unfortunate. Yeah. Okay, well. Fair enough. If this isn't gonna work, it ain't gonna work. There's no use shoehorning it into a space that it isn't gonna make. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Maybe I could make it... Well, no, it does need to be double chests. It really should be double chests. I'm gonna have to, like, arrange it horizontally in a different direction, I guess. Yeah, shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to tear all this down, because it's obviously not going to work. That feel when you've screwed yourself over by complete accident, no less. Okay, I'll definitely need to go and get more packed ice anyway. And I'm gonna have so many chests and hoppers, but I do want them all. So it's not like it's worthless. I'm just gonna have to figure out a better pattern to arrange all this in. But it's not impossible. instead maybe have it going vertically like this. I don't know, we'll have to see. So yeah, sorry about all that, folks. But hey, you know, it's just... It was also hideous. Just too tight. Okay, well, yeah, fair enough, Stone Cold Killer, I guess. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna be sorting all this out. And other than that, I will catch you all later. Thank you all for coming out and paying attention for just a small smidgen of your time. Thank you all for giving me hints and tips and things to talk about. Talk about any upcoming Vizier projects. I could talk about some of those Glad Bag, but I kind of want to keep some of them a surprise. So for now, you'll just have to keep guessing. But I'm doing stuff, don't worry. There is a server opening soon. You'll hear more about that in the coming days. Tight permanent storage, but it'll look nice in the end, yeah. Ah, well, such is life. Thank you all so much. Y'all follow me on Twitter, subscribe for more. Stick around for the future. It'll be great, I promise. Other than that, end of the line, messages in the back rooms. No, I didn't. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Stone Cold Killer, but hey, y'all have a good one. Bye.